Hello everybody, and welcome back. I've got another tutorial for you, and we are going to be using magnets again. So this time I am going to make a belly band to go on one of my decorative envelopes that I created. And this envelope's pretty big, so I wanted my belly band to be about 1 inch wide, and it is, but a 12-inch piece of paper still wasn't big enough to get the belly band all the way around this envelope. Now this envelope, I did napkin decoupage and some collaging and just a bunch of stuff on here. I've got a little miniature booklet that I put here, and it's just held on by that paper clip. On the back side, I've got some lace and some, I did a C, that's my initial, with a wax melt, and put some little dangles. This is supposed to represent a little antique perfume bottle. It says love. Put a little dangle there. And then I even did some work on the inside of the envelope. But there's nothing to really hold this envelope closed. So I was thinking, and I thought this matched. I'm not real crazy about how it's matching, so I may or may not actually use this, but for the tutorial I will. So I'm going to make a belly band, and I'm going to make it to fit around my envelope like so, and I'm just going to fold it and fold it. Okay, so about right in there would be a good place. So it didn't need much of an extension, but it did need some. Okay, and I want it to close with magnets. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it just a little room. You don't want it really, really tight on your envelope, because then, you know, if you put something in the envelope, you may not be able to close it. So I'm going to make sure I gave myself just a little leeway. I didn't give myself much, did I? Okay. Note to self too, this paper, when you bend it, it cracks. You see that? It actually cracks. But it's okay. It's just a tutorial. It'll still work. All right, now we want this to go click, click, right? So we're going to need to put a magnet here. All right, so let's take our little glue dot, a little dot of glue, and let's put, man, I am not kidding you. Them things are strong. We're going to put a little piece of magneta right there. And then I'm just going to cover it up with a piece of clear tape. And I'm just kind of taping it down. You can glue before you tape if you want to, just to give it a little extra something, something. All right. And as we did before, we are going to put a dot of glue where that magnet, hold it. We're not going to put a dot of glue. We're going to put a magnet first where that magnet is. Let him find his mate. Then we're going to give him a dot of glue. Oh, look what it did. We picked up the whole stack. Okay, stop it. Stop. Behave. All right, here we go again. I was like, man. Now we're going to fold this over and see where that matches. And like I said, I'm giving myself a little leeway. I don't want it too tight. I'm going to make it match. See that glue spot right there? I'm going to put this magnet glue side down on that glue spot right there. Now let's have another piece. You know what? I'm not going to put the clear tape on this one. I'm going to go ahead with a washi, because this side's going to show. So since this side is going to show, I'm going to add some glue all around that magnet before I put my washi tape down, which somebody was a little generous with her glue. Get it all over the place. Oh. Now then, let's check it. It works. It works. Okay. Now all you got to do is finish decorating your belly band. You know, you can line that side and everything. But now my envelope has something to keep it closed. You could line this with lace if you wanted to. Just keep in mind, Don't put anything in between here unless it's just like this one, a piece of washi tape or something. If you don't want to get it too thick between those two magnets, because if you do, it doesn't want to stick as well. And this is pretty heavy cardstock. So if I had, say I had one more sheet of cardstock in there, yeah, it'll still stick, but not near about as well. But it does stick. So, you know, you can do a couple of layers with your magnets if your magnets are strong. Okay, let's do something else. Okay, so I am making a little tag flip, folded in the middle. I cut this 2.5 by 8 and folded it in half, but it's not double-sided, so I cut another piece 2.5 by 8, folded it in half, rounded the corners the same, and I'm using that first one as a pattern to cut these corners so that they fit the same. So then I have a liner. And for this one, I'm going to do the washer. So I've got a washer on this end. We're going to put a magnet on this end. All right. But first, I'm going to glue my liner in there. And I'm going to start, when I glue the liner, I'm going to actually kind of start here in the middle with this, because I don't want that to gap up in the middle. So I got my glue going there. I'm doing white on white here. I can barely see what I'm doing. All right, and then I'm just going to glue all the way around this washer, even though he's taped in there. All right, so we can go ahead and glue this side down. So we'll match that up. Oh, you got to move quick with this glue too, because it'll dry on you before you're ready. Okay, now on this side, I'm just adding a little bit of glue, but we are going to actually add the magnet, come here, magnet, onto this side. All right, so let's see if it'll find that washer. So it did find the washer. It doesn't find it as, it doesn't line up as good, as strongly as the magnets do. So I just pushed it to make sure it's exactly in the right place. Now, you can put your glue dot on there and do that if you want to. That's one way, you know, we've been doing it. Another thing you can do is just fold it over and press pretty hard, and then you should be able to see a little indentation right there where that magnet goes. I don't see much showing up. Let's try a little harder. I see it showing up on the back, so it's got to show up. Oh, okay. Now, I don't know if you can see that or not, but see that little bit of an indentation there in that paper? So now we know exactly where the magnet goes, all right? But we want to keep it to the right side so that it doesn't repel. So this goes to this. Boy, I had to think about that. I had to think hard. All right, then we're going to take our little piece of tape. Wait a minute. Okay, it found itself. It found each other. We're going to put our tape in there to make sure he don't slide around. We're going to go ahead and glue all the way to the rest of our edges and on top of the magnet if we want to. All right, we got this guy. All right, so now we have a little tag flip book with hidden magnets. You don't see them, but they're there. Click. See? So the attraction is not as strong as two magnets, but it does work. If you're running low on magnets, it does work. Ta-da! So there's just another idea. So there's so many fun things you can do, guys. And thanks for watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. And come visit my Etsy shop. I've got lots of goodies there too. Have a great day. Bye-bye.